Welcome to another Ken's Scenic Journeys. Today we are on the beach, on the shore of beautiful Lake Memphremagog, Newport City, Vermont. We are, if you went that way 2 or 3 miles, you'd be up in Canada. This side is in Vermont, United States. So today's story is about lake monsters, and in particular, lake monsters that you're not allowed to say their name. That's just kind of uninviting, I guess. But anyway, Lake Memphremagog is, the name Memphremagog is taken from Indian words for beautiful waters, which it really is. So I'm assuming it's beautiful is Memphre and waters is Magog, so Memphremagog. One part of that word you're not allowed to say because somebody will apparently sue you. Magog is fine. It's the other part that you can't say. So we're going to say the lake monster. So the lake monster out here on Memphremagog has been spotted since the 1840s. It's been written in papers of the time. Sightings where the lake monster is reported to be between 20 and 60 feet long, with 4 humps on its back and a tail, and it's supposed to be out there somewhere. There are no photos of it, but people have seen it, have sighted it, and then they would tell others about it to corroborate the story, and apparently they all come out with the same kind of thought of what they saw. Back in the 1990s or so, there were 2 people, the Barbara Malloy and Jacques Boisvert. I think I got his name right, from Canada. Barbara Malloy here in Newport. And they were corroborating, doing things together. But in the 1990s, apparently they had a fallout, and so they split ways. Up in Canada, they have a lot of businesses and so on named after the first part of Memphremagog. Obviously, I don't want to get sued. I'm just so small time. YouTube Scenic Journeys visitor here. So when they split up, Jacques was apparently an avid diver. He would dive in the lake all over the place. I think partially at times looking for the lake monster. He never actually sighted one, and I don't know if Barbara ever did. I don't know. A lot of that information is kind of hush-hush, top secret, I guess. I don't know. One thing about Lake Memphremagog that I mentioned in another video 2 or 3 months ago was in relation to Long Pond, or Runaway Pond. There was a story about, oh man, that's got to be 15 or 20 miles south of here. And from there, it's kind of the height of the land, and the earth or the ground sloped towards here, towards Lake Memphremagog, and someone had, back in the 1700s, had taken it upon themselves to dig a trench for to go to their brook out of Long Pond to run their grist mill. And you're welcome to watch that video again, but the short story is they dug a trench and it ended up washing out, and the entire lake up there emptied. I forget how many billions of gallons of water they say headed this way. It actually rose the water level of Lake Memphremagog by a foot. It was that much water traveling 15 miles, I'm not sure of the exact distance, coming all the way down through into Barton, near Crystal Lake, and down here. Quite a story. That's a side story. So Lake Memphremagog is about 350 feet deep at its deepest point, and it's about 27 miles long, extending all the way up into Canada, quite a ways. And at its width, it's not much more than a mile, mile and a half, except for different bays that would swell it out on the sides. So I guess a lake monster. There's also the lake monster champ over in Lake Champlain. Anybody can say that if they want to, champ, 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 but you can't say Magog out of the word Memphremagog. You can't say the first part. I guess because they wanted the rights to something. Kind of crazy. Anyway, here we have it.